Hello, it is Coach Cave. I'm going to go over your short story final draft assignment. This is going to be a great video if you were not at our Zoom, which you get there Wednesday, or if you just kind of want a refresher on what to do. So we are going to be submitting that final draft today. It is for a major grade, so we want to make sure we do our very best. In our short story, we need to make sure that we follow that plot line. And I have the different parts of it right here on the screen. We have the introduction, or we call it the exposition. We have the rising action, the climax, the falling action, and the conclusion, or we also call it the resolution. I want you to think of this when you're writing your story. If you handed it to me, would I be able to fill out a plot line using your story, or are you just explaining something? Your story should have a strong hook, something that pulls me as the reader in. And then it should follow the sequence that the plot line would. I should be able to go, oh, this is the problem in the story. Ooh, this is the turning point. And then, oh, this is the resolution. This is how it finished up. So after you write your story, my suggestion would be try to see if you can fill out a plot line using yours. And if you can, you probably use the right organization in creating yours. Some other things to keep in mind. It's easiest to write in past tense, as if the story has already happened. Make sure you have that hook and keep that suspense growing. Check that all your verbs are in the same tense, either past, present, or future. Make sure it stays the same the whole time, or else it gets confusing for the reader. Paragraphs help a reader make sense of your work. So I'd check and make sure it's not one giant paragraph. Make new paragraphs where it makes sense. There's not like you must do it after 3 sentences. No, when it makes sense. Some people might even do it. Their intro or their exposition is the first few sentences. And then they have a paragraph that is all about their conflict, that moves on to a paragraph that's their rising action. Doesn't have to be that way, but that's one way you could do it. Please spell check. So make sure that you are looking through and making sure you do your best to spell things as well as you can. And then I would, at home, ask a friend or family member to proofread it and look for errors. Now, don't let them totally rewrite it, but to have someone else look at it and maybe make you look at a few things 1 or 2 more times is always really good. If you were in class, I would be having you have a peer edit it, and I'd probably help take a look at it to catch any big things. All right, you can look at this to kind of help with how you're doing on your short story. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to help. I look forward to reading your stories and seeing how creative you guys are, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Love y'all.